Hey folks, uh, welcome to the back end of this coverage of the Super Bowl Sunday ads and their impact on crypto here on Marketing Insights. And if you're joining us for the first time on Marketing Insights, this is a Crypto Marketing Insights edition. And in this edition, we're going to talk about the impact of the ads of the Super Bowl and in general what impact the Super Bowl, if any, had on the markets in crypto. And as we know, the prices were flat. We went over the prices in the previous video, previous part of this video. But you can see not just the prices are flat, but unlike last year when there was all kinds of FUD about the U.S., the U.S. bank refusing to work with Bitcoin and some issues in India and some Facebook issues with Bitcoin, stopping to use, not Bitcoin, with ICOs and other cryptocurrencies where they were stopping ads for those kind of projects. Those things all had impact. And then when the bank, the U.S. bank said no to Bitcoin, that probably had some more impact, maybe. You can never really target it on one event, obviously, but as a compound effect, it certainly had an impact at the price when it was at the all-time high, and then it crashed, and then the Super Bowl happened, and it crashed further by another couple $1,000 within 48 hours of that, right on the heels of the news from the U.S. bank. So that that was last year, and this year there were noticeably no ads that I saw that were Bitcoin or cryptocurrency related ads directly. There wasn't any product being marketed in the Super Bowl ad that was directly blockchain related. The marketing was very traditional, and they returned to certain norms, like they put the Clydesdales in the Budweiser ad, and they had big superstars like what's her name from that show Sex and the City, and the Big Lebowski, and Harrison Ford was in an ad. So they went back to sort of more traditional norms. Noticeably, there wasn't as much sex appeal in the ads this year, which is obviously a reflection to the events of the past couple of years and the whole Me Too movement and the NFL being in the news and all this stuff, and for other reasons entirely, with the whole knee thing and all that stuff. So you saw like sort of a safer Super Bowl ad campaign across the board, I would say. They relied a lot on humor, which is great, wonderful, but that's kind of in some cases it can be very original. In some cases it can be seen as kind of a crutch, right? Like that's the only way you can carry a message, because any other message you would carry would not be not just as interesting, but would somehow work against you or whatever. So it seemed like there was a little bit of some people appealing to a bit over the top humor for whatever reasons, but generally speaking, they were decent ads. Overall production value was high, and they certainly got a lot of eyeballs. The question is, were people disappointed in the overall experience because it was a low-scoring game, or who knows, whatever? Some people weren't particularly thrilled about it in social media and the web, comments all over the place about how boring it was, this and that. What do you think? Was it a boring game, and was it a boring ad campaign by all the brands, or were the ads exciting but the game boring, or vice versa? Let us know in the comments below. I wanted to bring your attention to this hilarious video I saw. I'm not going to play it because of copyright stuff and everything, but it's on YouTube, and you should definitely check it out. It's by Chico Crypto, who is a very funny sort of proponent of Bitcoin and crypto and all that stuff, and he made a parody kind of ad, sort of a tele infomercial kind of ad, and it's quite funny. But when I saw it, it made me realize that there is, yeah, you can see there's a bunch of, where is this? Where's this thing? You can see there's a bunch of comments, and it's a lot of great feedback, whatever, and discussion, etc. So check it out. If you're not subscribed to his channel, do so. I am subscribed to this channel, but I'm just not logged in on this window. But I wanted to show this with you because it made me want to express how very much we actually need. First of all, this is hilarious. So you need real comedy in some of these ads. Like, yes, maybe this is really over the top, but the idea of, really mocking the actual things that people can relate to or that they see day to day. It's very funny. And more importantly, it made me realize that actually the Super Bowl needs to have more crypto ads, but not flash in the pan things. It needs to have crypto ads from solid advertisers, whether that be a crypto wallet manufacturer or a crypto custody service for sort of traditional investors, or an ETF, or whatever it is. When those ads are presented in a mature way, I think, they can be funny, but it has to be, in a way that appeals to people who are serious about investing. I think that could have a major market appeal, and not just it doesn't necessarily have to be investing products. Investing in terms of even buying consumer retail goods that are based around or on the blockchain. So investing any amount from their wallet, right, for a product or a service or anything, an investment vehicle, doesn't matter. But the more retail goods we have that are blockchain related, that are actually mass marketed, the more mass adoption you'll see. It's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? If you bring the people bread, they will eat bread, right? And it's very simple. Like, if you don't bring them what they're expecting, well, they're going to eat something else, because they're not just going to sit around and starve, right? They're hungry and they want something to solve this problem. So far, it seems like crypto is the best, most likely solution. But until it's actually viable and ubiquitous, that is not a done deal. And that is pretty much what I wanted to go over in this video. Again, I also want to remind you guys, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please go right ahead and hit the old subscribe button. And I guess if you're logged in, you'll also see that notification bell there next to it, so you can get notifications if you want. And be sure to leave comments in the video's description below. On my channel, I post all kinds of topics about insights about marketing blockchain and cryptocurrencies, and as well as videos about general marketing insights that are not necessarily about crypto or blockchain. And you can even see a bunch of from the archive podcasts from my from my Marketing Insights podcast. So have a look, have a listen, enjoy, and I hope you subscribe. And once again, the conclusion, right? If you just skip to the end and you want to hear in summary, in conclusion, I do not think that this year's ads in the Super Bowl or the Super Bowl itself had a tremendous impact on crypto, because it would be hard to have an impact on a market that is, first of all, so far down anyway. It's already lost 85%, so the likelihood of it losing much more is not likely, because there's only 50% left for it to go. It could still drop thousands of dollars, but that's only 15% from the ATH. So, that's basically what I'm feeling about all of that. I think that in general, the marketing of this year's, cryptocurrencies efforts in relation to the Super Bowl were minimal, because there was really nothing to do to market. Everybody's waiting on a bunch of developers and marketing campaigns to get set up and launched, and that is, kind of the state of many companies that are in this sphere at the moment. So if you've noticed any kind of slowdown or setback in the rollouts of the products and services you expected to see in the first part of Q1, well, obviously those things haven't happened yet because of ongoing work under the hood, essentially. And, when those things hit the market, and yeah, it feels like a long, slow slog every day through the mud, and it is, but when those things hit the market, that's when they will be market ready. And you don't want something to be on the market before it's market ready, even if it's just as a MVP. You want it to be, your minimal viable product should be something that is actually viable, right? That means it should work. It shouldn't be full of bugs. It shouldn't be problematic. It should be easy and do the thing it's supposed to do. So, with that said, folks, I think that's going to do it for today. So thanks again for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, hope you have an amazing time. Thanks again very much for tuning in. I love you all. You mean everything. You're wonderful. And this is why I do this. So take care. And until next time, take care.